Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, everyone. It is 10 to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on this 25th day of May 2021. Taking a look at Bitcoin. Really, not a huge change in what we have going on here. The combination of we'll just say that there's a double top that looks like it could be forming here on the daily. We're not too far away from yesterday's close and today's open. We opened at 34,737, and currently we are trading at 38,200. Sorry, that was the yesterday's close was at 38,851, and the current close is at 38,251. So not a huge change there. The volume has dropped off. It continues to drop off actually ever since the 19th volume. We just see a considerable drop in volume and kind of returning to what it was ranging at before. The oscillators. So I've went ahead and shifted the RSI overbought levels to our bear market levels, which are the overbought levels in the bear market are 65 and 55, and then the oversold levels are at 30 and 20. On the daily chart, we are currently a hair above 30. We see we did trade above it, and that looks great, right? I mean, there's a lot of things here that say, this could be good. We could see some nice activity higher here. However, I mean, the follow through just isn't there. That could change. We really could see a whole lot of bullish activity, but I mean, we are looking at kind of a muted response to these price levels. So in the near term, I think we should be looking at the $40,250 level. To 40,250. I think that's going to be an important level to watch. That's above these two highs. And that might give some good readings to how we are going to look at any extension higher. I can easily see here, just from my years of trading and knowing how the RSI works in relation to the Ichimoku system, very likely we will see this. We will see the price actually kind of go up a little bit to stop at 14,300, or to actually test the Kijun Sen at 44,500. All right, so we'll trade up to that, and then we'll see the RSI kind of around that 55, maybe between 55 and 60. And then what we'll see happen is the move south. And wherever that will bring us, I have no idea. But this is the likely move. What would happen if that were to occur? Let's actually use the low over here. Then our 100% retrace extension would bring us down to 23,200. I don't think that's a likely number to get to, but it is a realistic one and one that could occur. On the weekly chart, clear all that out. On the weekly chart, yeah, I mean, we've seen attempts to be, to see Bitcoin pushed higher, but of course, I mean, we're trading below the Kijun Sen on the weekly chart. Okay, this is a big deal, and why is this a big deal? Because this is the first time we've traded below the weekly Kijun Sen since March of 20. Well, I guess you want to go say the week of March 2nd, 2020. Right, so that's the last. Well, no, I take that back. I guess the last time technically we had a close below that was in April of 2020. So the 13th of April 2020, that was the last time we saw a close below the Kijun Sen on the weekly chart, excluding last week, of course. So this makes me wonder, okay, is there any near-term support structure here in the Ichimoku system anywhere else? 3-week chart. Yeah, the 3-week chart, we're in between the Kijun Sen and the Tenkan Sen. Monthly chart, pretty much the same thing. We are hanging out above the Kijun Sen and the Tenkan Sen. Our oscillators. Now, I just talked about in Cardano how the overbought levels in a bear market are 55 and 65. In a bull market, the oversold levels are 40 and 50. Actually, let me make sure I've got that right. Let me just refer. Yeah, I'm right. 40 and 50. And on the weekly chart, we're in a pretty interesting spot because of where the percent B oscillator's at and where the RSI is at. We're in between 40 and 50. All right. So that is a sign of some possible shifting to a temporary bear market. That would be confirmed if we drop below 40. What happens with the percent B is when it crosses below 0.2 and the RSI is above 40, that is often a trigger for some fast movement south. This week could just be a pause in the price action, but it's a little iffy here. I mean, you could see a strong response here higher. That definitely could happen. But near term, I think we should just be wary and alert to the conditions that may give us a false sense of bullish adventure, and we could see some continued pressure south. We have generated, a lot of higher lows, so that's good. But otherwise, I mean, there's just a lot of there's a bear flag present within the RSI. There's a bear flag present within the composite index. So there's a lot of reasons to see prices really continue to fall. Not much further, but to certainly fall. If they don't, I would expect us to see this range for a long time, for a period of months, before we start to trade back to some higher numbers. So just watch out for that. I know not a lot of exciting stuff right now. We might have some tomorrow and Thursday, so let's just keep an eye on Wednesday, rather, on what's happening. From all of us here at Exchange Rates UK TV, thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.